Hey Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we're looking at love and what's coming up in love for you there. Before I get started, I'll let everyone know if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you can keep updated as well. But we'll sort of get straight on into it for you today. I am using the Paper Oracle Lenormand today. I do also have the Lovers Oracle with me today, as well as sort of starting us off with the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck. Okay, so get straight on into it for you, Scorpio. What's coming up for Scorpio in love, please? What's coming up for Scorpio in love? Okay, so Scorpio, we are seeing the not today energy coming through firstly. So not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call or person, boundaries, and still angry. So there may be some things you're still sort of dealing with from the past. I have been getting this coming through for quite a lot of people at this week, still dealing with things that have happened in the past, and just sort of not today, just not really vibing it today. So as we all know, energy does flow and change. Time is, an illusion, as they say, but just at this current moment, our vibe just sort of not wanting to deal with matters of the heart. But we do also have lightning coming on through. Okay, so there is some sort of sudden change. Shocking news, surprises, epiphanies, upheaval, and transformation. All right, so there may be something coming out suddenly that's bringing a shift to your energy. So even if you're not feeling it at the moment, that may suddenly change in the near future without you even sort of realizing it. All right, so we'll see a little bit deeper onto what that's all about. Okay, Scorpio and love. What's coming up for Scorpio in love, please? Firstly, I just want to grab a couple of cards for that not today energy, please. Why is Scorpio telling me not today, not love, not today? Scorpio. Okay. And what's coming up for Scorpio in love? What's coming up for Scorpio in love, please? And just one to clarify that fourth card there, please. Just one to clarify that. Okay, all right. Okay, so Scorpio, when it comes to that not today energy, I am seeing the snake, which is followed by the crossroads. Okay, so straight away that kind of lets us know that, there has been some sort of, possibly a deception of some sort in the recent past. Sometimes this snake energy can talk about, like third party type situations, that someone has, seen a temptation and taken it. Even though there may have been a connection that you were involved with, somebody may have sort of seen temptation elsewhere. So it can talk a little bit about that. It can talk about, some sort of deception, that has happened. I'm kind of getting for you today too, Scorpio, that Medusa kind of energy. So, the story of Medusa, where she's got the hair of snakes, and, if you look her directly in the eyes, she'll turn you to stone. I'm kind of getting that may have been something to do with what's happened for you, and why you are in this not today energy. You feel as though you've been kind of turned to stone. Somebody looked you in the eye and turned you to stone because of their behavior. That they may have been, following temptation a little bit too much, and it's kind of turned your heart to stone is the kind of vibe I'm getting with that. It's made you put up some strong boundaries against this person. There is a level of deception involved with that snake energy. But I really am getting that Medusa vibe today. So it's kind of feeling like, yeah, there's something that's happened that has kind of left you feeling like it's turned you to stone when it comes to love at the moment, and you've got these really super strong walls built up at the moment where you're not wanting to sort of break that stone and let anyone in. All right, so that's what I'm kind of getting from that for you guys today. But we do have that crossroad coming through as well. So there may have actually been, some choices involved in this as well. So you may have actually, it's kind of bringing to mind that whole, when if you've given somebody a, choose this or choose that, choose me or choose them, choose, it feels like you've kind of put someone in a position where you've asked them to make a choice between something else and then you, and they've made the wrong decision, and they obviously haven't chosen you when it comes to that. I'm kind of getting that it could actually be, for some of you out there in the Scorpios, it may actually be like an addiction or something like that, and you've kind of said, look, you need to make better choices and you need to move away from that addiction, whatever that addiction was for that person. And they have, continued to do the same behavior, and it's kind of left you going, not today, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'd rather walk away than continue dealing with that. So we do see with the crossroad that, you are sort of feeling a little bit lost for direction, not sure where to go next, kind of a vibe when it comes to that. You may have been left feeling like you had no choice but to, walk a new path away from that person, that kind of a vibe. So it just feels like, you've had to make that choice where of what path you're going to follow. Are you going to follow that same path with that past connection, or are you going to follow a new path that, serves your highest good? And, I feel like you have chosen to serve yourself, and when it comes to that situation, you've chosen, you've chosen the right sort of direction, whereas this other person maybe has not chosen that same direction, and so the path has kind of split off, and that's what I'm getting from that energy there. But there obviously has been some sort of, whether that was whether that was the big shock, that may have been the big sudden upheaval, was that change, that decision to walk our separate paths in life. But I am sort of seeing that there is definitely some new energy headed your way, Scorpio. We do have the child coming through, first and foremost. So, it could be talking about this past energy. It was some immaturity involved in that, on their end. But I do feel that a lot more, that it's actually talking about new beginnings being sort of stirred up for you a little bit there. The child card really does talk about things in their infancy, and we do also see the familiar. Okay, so we definitely could be looking at, for some of you, this may be somebody that you're already friends with, and they're wanting to sort of, crack the egg open and see where this could go. So it really does talk about things sort of hatching into your life, and I'm getting that sudden kind of a vibe with it too, that something coming into its infancy, and it may just be sort of coming out of nowhere, like an egg hatching, and you may not have even been aware that egg was sitting there, waiting to hatch, and all of a sudden, boom, there it is. But we do see the familiar as well. So I feel that that's, it is relative to the dog card, the traditional dog card in the traditional Lenormand decks, which does talk about friendship. But I do feel as though for you, it's talking a lot more about that supportive environment, that support that you may be receiving from this new connection that's coming in here. All right, because it's followed up with the flowers. Okay, so that's a super giving energy, someone wanting to give to you and look after you, kind of protective. I'm getting a protective vibe from that as well. Someone who wants to support you and give you their love and their energy. All right. they obviously, the flowers does go both ways, so they do want to receive that from you as well. But I feel as though this person, whoever this person is, they may be already familiar to you. So it may be somebody you do already know within your friends group, or you're meeting them through a friend, or those kinds of vibes. It may even just be that you feel as though you know them, even if you don't. When you do meet this person, you may feel as though you know them or have known them for a long time. But they really want to give to this, and they want to give, with beauty and love and happiness. It's definitely a positive energy coming through with that flowers. All right. Like I said, I do. It is a mutual sort of giving energy. They do wish to receive as well, but I do feel as though, whoever this person is, they're more than happy to just give and give and give to you at this time. All right, so it may actually take a little while to get off the ground. It is just in that infancy sort of stage with the energy at the moment. So that they just want to give to you and give you that support that you need so you can get through this stage, and then hopefully they can sort of start receiving that back from you. But I am getting that coming a lot more from their direction rather than you immediately giving to this connection as well. All right, because we do also have the coffin, which was clarified by the broom. Okay, so it does show us that yes, there is an ending that you sort of need to deal with. You need to sort of sweep up the remnants of that effect on your life. We do have the coffin, so that really does talk about things that have ended, the death of a situation, and sort of needing to close the lid on that, especially with the broom there. That really does sort of like talk about sweeping up all the debris from your life that this may have caused. The coffin really does give us that opportunity for rebirth as well. So once you do clean up all the remainder of whatever's happened here with this ending, once you do sort of sweep that out of your life and out of your energy, that's when we're going to really sort of see things kicking off with that love energy for you, Scorpio. But it really just does tell us, that you do need to, clean up house a little bit, and make sure you're, getting all that out of your energy, sweeping it out of your energy, and sweeping it away from who you are in the future. All right, it's something that you've had to deal with, but it is not who you are. Okay, so sweep it out of your energy, and start to really, make sure that is really super closed off, and you're not, going back to things that have already ended. All right, I do feel as though that's talking about sweep that away, get rid of that. It's just those, the finishing touches kind of a vibe, finishing touches on getting that ending out of your energy altogether. All right. But we'll grab you a couple of the Lovers Oracle here and see what that wants to say. So Scorpio, and what's coming up in love for Scorpio? What's coming up in love for Scorpio, please? Well, that was too many. These cards are super hard to shuffle. I do, if you do ever get a heart-shaped deck, they are quite difficult to shuffle, guys. What's coming up for love for Scorpio, please? What's coming up in love for Scorpio, please? Okay, we had one flying out there. What's coming up for Scorpio? Whoop, okay. Once again, I got quite a lot come through. Okay, so let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. All right, so I feel like that's kind of talking about you giving yourself a little bit of space as well to deal with things. All right, and also that broom energy too. Allowing and giving yourself the time and the space to clear this energy out of you. All right. We do also have here embrace. So through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, so definitely talking about some new energy in your energy there. And then we also do have this particular card too, which does say, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay, so those first two, we really are talking about clearing out all that excess negative energy that has been created from that ending in the past there, making sure we've dealt with that and whatnot. But then you will have that opportunity to embrace and connect those missing pieces for yourself as well. But I'll get you some extra clarity here with my personal clarity deck. It's just initials, time frames, star signs. Okay, so we'll have a look. Scorpio, what's coming up for Scorpio in love, please? What's coming up for Scorpio in love? Okay, so Scorpio, we do have quite a few sort of time frames coming through here. We do have July coming through. We have Gemini coming through. So we've just gone through Gemini season. It's almost at an end, the Gemini season there. So I do feel as though this is definitely talking about, current energy. There This past person may have had an important placement in Gemini. We also are seeing July, so that's sort of next month, as well as Leo. So I do believe, we Leo season will be starting in July, I believe. So we definitely could be using that as a bit of a time frame, July to Leo. So that July, start of August there, we could actually be quite important when you are meeting this new energy coming in. I feel as though that may be more talking about that new energy, but either the past or the new person may actually have some important placements, or you yourself have some important placements in Gemini. I do also have the divine timing card as well. So that reminds us, that everyone is on their own journey. It's definitely, no constraints on time frames when it comes to dealing with these past things and whatnot as well. But I do also have the initial J coming through. Okay, there, Scorpio, that may be important to you somehow. In the near future, a J name or initial there may be important as well. But that's what I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments how that resonated for you guys. And like I said, everyone that comments will go in the draw for that free personal reading. But if this is where we leave each other, thank you so much for your time today.